I'm supposed to say, please rise. Will everyone please rise? Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Holly Burke, who will sing our national anthem. Holly is a Cal Poly Pomona student majoring in music with an emphasis in music industry studies production. Holly Burke.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you very much, Holly Burke. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my high honor to welcome you to the 2010 commencement exercises for the College of Environmental Design. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and students of the college, I offer congratulations to our graduates and a special welcome to the family members and friends who join us today. Sir Winston Churchill is said to be the source of the saying, "We shape our buildings, thereafter they shape us." Regardless of whether Churchill actually did say these words, the quotation has a lot of meaning for the members of the class of 2010. Whether your skill is in shaping buildings, shaping landscapes, shaping cities, or shaping graphic or artistic renderings of ideas, the members of the class of 2010 can use these skills to achieve tangible effects on the real world. We salute your accomplishments to date, and we implore you to use your hard-earned education to make this world better than the world into which you were born. Many people worked hard to enable the members of the class of 2010 to reach commencement day. The faculty who pass the torch of enthusiasm for knowledge and the ability to perform as professionals in your discipline, the staff who provide the ongoing support for learning, and to the many other professionals who give their time and energy to help the college uphold high standards in the environmental design professions. Let us recognize the faculty, the staff, and the volunteers. Now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the distinguished members of the platform party. I ask that each of them stand as I read their names, but please hold your applause until they have all been introduced. First, Dr. Michael Ortiz, President of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. Dr. Martin Denboer, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Ed Barnes, Vice President for Administrative Affairs. Ms. Stephanie Doda, Chief Information Officer for Instructional and Information Technology. Dr. Doug Freer, Vice President for Student Affairs. Mr. Scott Warrington, Vice President for University Advancement. Stefan Froshen, our valedictorian and outstanding student McPhee awardee. Dr. Juliana Delgado, who is our mace bearer and a member of the faculty of the Department of Urban and Regional Planning. Dr. Sarah Meyer, our Associate Dean. Mr. Jason Notowitz, the senior class representative. Thank you all very much. Now, let us begin with President Ortiz. President Ortiz has lent his presence to 8 consecutive college commencement ceremonies over the last 3 days. And we want to thank President Ortiz for saving the best for last. President Ortiz, the College of Environmental Design welcomes you.
Thank you, Dean Wu, and greetings, graduates. Are we having fun yet? In case you hadn't noticed, this is an extraordinary moment for you and those close to you. When you reach an extended age in life, me notwithstanding, you often reflect on your own personal highlights, the times that stand out like a photograph in your mind. These would certainly include the day you got married, the start of your new career, the birth of your children, and the day you graduated from college. If you don't believe me, just look at the faces of your family and friends and the emotion that's in their eyes. A lot of tears are shed as we celebrate a pinnacle experience in your lives. You have every reason to be proud. Many of you will graduate cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude, and others like me will graduate thank the Lord. No matter, but one thing is clear. Most of you did not arrive here today on your own. There are a lot of people who walked alongside you and helped you along the way. Take a moment to reflect on that special professor who led you through a rough patch to get you here, or the sacrifices your parents, family, or spouse made so you could walk on this stage today. You didn't do this alone. So graduates, please join me by standing and giving those people a well-deserved round of applause. As Dean Wu mentioned, this is the 8th of our commencement exercises this year, and I would like to say at this point that these exercises would not have been the success that they have been without the leadership of the volunteers whom helped you get in here today, and the leader of those volunteers and the entire operation, Steve Quintero. So if I could also ask you to express your gratitude to that group. And where did Quintero go? No matter where your lives take you, you will always be proud members of the Cal Poly Pomona family. And this particular graduating class has some bragging rights. Each of you can claim that you were seniors when the men's basketball team won the NCAA Division II championship, and the Rose Float team made history by winning 2 major awards at the 2010 Tournament of Roses parade. Cal Poly Pomona is poised to raise its national profile and firmly establish its identity as a great university. For our 130,000 plus alumni, students, faculty, and staff, this is our time. When you cross the stage today, you become a Bronco for life. And today I'm proud to announce a special gift to this graduating class. The Cal Poly Pomona Alumni Association has partnered with Microsoft Live at EDU to provide each of you with a free alumni email account for life. This is a great opportunity for you to stay connected with friends across the campus. and you'll be receiving more information about this very soon. And for those family members and friends that are still wondering what type of gift to buy today's graduates, there are flyers that provide you the opportunity to give the gift of a membership to the Alumni Association. You'll also get a free DVD of today's ceremony with any new membership. Just stop by the information booths. Those DVDs are made possible by our team from INIT, who are streaming this video live around the world. In fact, we are currently being watched by over 70 countries. So wave to the world. Please accept my heartfelt congratulations, celebrate, and let's get this party started.
Thank you very much, President Ortiz. Before we go on, I want to introduce two people in the audience. Not only has President Ortiz attended 8 or 9 ceremonies around the campus the last few days, also he's been accompanied by Mrs. Betty Ortiz. I'd like to introduce the First Lady of Cal Poly Pomona and someone who watches very carefully to make sure the IDC is in clean condition, Ms. Betty Ortiz. Thank you. And I also want to take this time to introduce my wife, Lori Dowling, who's here for her first Cal Poly Pomona graduation ceremony. The state of North Carolina is very well represented tonight. Okay, now it's my turn. It's now time for me to introduce a young man who gets nervous every time I introduce him. The last time I introduced him, I think it was for the Advisor of the Year ceremony, and I surprised him by saying some things he wasn't expecting. This time, I'm going to surprise him by saying nothing he didn't expect. Please join with me in welcoming the senior class representative from the College of Environmental Design, Jason Notowitz.
President Ortiz, Dean Wu, members of the Platform Party and distinguished guests, and fellow members of the class of 2010. It is a tradition at Cal Poly Pomona for the members of the graduating class to leave behind not only memories and friends, but lasting gifts to the campus for the future at this, our alma mater. The 2010 class gift is a purchase and installation of various bike racks that will be placed around campus. 2010 senior class gift allows us to leave our legacy on this campus while supporting the social aspects of college life.
Thank you, Jason. It's appropriate that this college would be the college that is supportive of bike racks on this campus because of the environmental concerns that you've displayed throughout your careers. Thank you, class of 2010.
At this time, I am pleased to have the privilege of presenting the Julian A. McPhee Honor Award for Student Excellence, an award the university has given since 2002. Julian McPhee was the founding president of both Cal Poly Pomona and Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. He provided more than 35 years of dedicated service to the citizens of California. Because of his visionary leadership and astute negotiating skills, California can point with pride to two of the nation's finest universities founded on the educational principle embodied in the motto, "Learn by doing." This special award was generously funded by an anonymous donor who was a colleague of Julian McPhee and honors a current graduating senior who exhibits excellence in his or her academic endeavors. It is now my pleasure to present the Julian A. McPhee Award to the outstanding scholar from the College of Environmental Design. This year's honoree from the Department of Urban and Regional Planning is Stefan Froshen. Stefan, please join me at the lectern. Stefan Froshen has achieved an overall GPA of 3.93 in his 4 years in this program, achieving A's across the board in courses ranging from design to methods, legal policy to environmental policy. Faculty found that his work generally set the standard for classes, whether developing a design, writing a paper, or making presentations. Stefan was the studio team leader for the Emerald Gateway project completed for Amigos de los Rios. This project involved the development of riverfront pedestrian and bike trailways. His innovative senior project described a template for quality housing indicators that can be applied to evaluation of housing in neighborhoods. Stefan has been an outstanding, dedicated, and innovative student and leader. Now, President Ortiz, would you please join us at the podium? Congratulations, Stefan Froshen. Congratulations, Stefan. Now, each year at commencement, I have the privilege of recognizing individuals from the college community who have excelled during their academic careers. An award is given to a graduating student from each department who is recognized for excellence in academic performance, design capability, and contributions to the life of the department and the college. All have distinguished themselves as members of our environmental design community. As I read the name of each recipient, I ask that you hold your applause until they have all joined me on the stage. Will the following students please come forward? From the Department of Architecture, Sarah Hovsepian. Hold your applause, please. Sarah Hovsepian. From the Department of Art, Zachary Piepmeyer. From the Landscape Architecture Department, Clarissa Chung. From the Lyle Center for Regenerative Studies, Eric Valentin Isert Carbonnier. And from Urban and Regional Planning, Stefan Froshen. From the Department of Architecture, we are honoring Sarah Hovsepian. Sarah has been recognized by both faculty and students for her enthusiasm in every aspect of architecture and her very strong design skills. Sarah won an AIA Pasadena Foothill Chapter Award for design work in her second year of the program and won their very competitive Jean Driscoll Scholarship in her fourth year. Sarah also received a prestigious Benjamin Gilman Scholarship for study abroad, which she used to attend the Hochschule Biberach in Germany in the spring of her third year. Sarah worked for several architecture firms in Southern California, including Geary Technologies. She spent last summer in a biology lab in England working on digital modeling and is planning to pursue her interests in digital design and biomimicry at MIT next fall, where she has been accepted and given a fellowship. We are very confident that Sarah will continue to be outstanding in graduate school and in the profession and will make us proud to have her as an alumna of our program.
Thank you.
Congratulations. For Sarah Hovsepian.
Thank you. Thank you.
From the Art Department, we are honoring Zachary Piepmeyer. The Art Department is proud to announce Zachary Piepmeyer as the outstanding senior. Zachary has proven his commitment to excellence in the field of graphic design through participation in the ENV Disney Charrette and the Farm Store Environmental Graphic Design and Wayfinding Exploration. He has exhibited with distinction in the juried 2D, 3D show and the Mentors exhibition at the Cal Poly Pomona Downtown Cultural Arts Center. His willingness to mentor peers through invited classroom demonstration has been a particular note to the faculty. We are truly fortunate to have such a creative and nurturing person entering our workforce with a scholastic achievement of 3.76 GPA. Zachary Piepmeyer. Zachary, congratulations. Thank you. Look that way for the picture. Okay. Thank you. From the Lyle Center for Regenerative Studies, we are honoring graduate student Eric Valentin Isert Carbonnier. The interdisciplinary faculty at the John T. Lyle Center for Regenerative Studies are pleased to recommend Eric Carbonnier for the Dean's Outstanding Student Award. Since his enrollment in the Master of Science program, Eric has consistently demonstrated academic excellence, achieving outstanding grades in coursework as well as excelling in laboratory research relating to his master's thesis. Eric has been developing energy-independent systems which use fluids for regulating building temperature and reducing energy consumption. These autonomous fluidized building envelopes effectively integrate ecosystem function with advanced building technology in pursuit of carbon-neutral building design. The faculty, staff, and students of the Lyle Center congratulate Eric on his receipt of this award and thank him for his contributions to the life of the center. Eric Carbonnier. I'm saying very quiet. Oh. Okay. It's hard when you don't have a teleprompter. We have to turn pages. From the Department of Landscape Architecture, we are honoring Clarissa Chung. Clarissa Chung has achieved distinction in the Department of Landscape Architecture through her commitment to academic excellence. Evidence of her achievements include a scholarship award from the Association for Women in Architecture and a top student award for her participation in the recent ENV Walt Disney Charrette. By maintaining a commitment to precision through positive engagement with her colleagues, Clarissa has helped to imbue the senior design studio with a unique energy sustained by her mature and respectful presence. The Department of Landscape Architecture is pleased to recognize Clarissa Chung as the recipient of the 2010 ENV Dean's Award. Clarissa? I'm whispering to each of the awardees that when you're getting an award and standing in front of cameras, it's important to have your hand on the plaque so that in the future, an editor won't be able to edit you out of the photo. That's a minor lesson from my political career. Let's see. Now, next. From the Department of Urban and Regional Planning, we're honoring Stefan Froshen. As I stated earlier, Stefan has been a very dedicated student, an innovative researcher, an excellent writer, and a strong student leader. Faculty appreciates his attention to detail and his comments in class. Stefan served as a role model for his peers. It was a privilege to have Stefan in the Urban and Regional Planning program. Stefan Froshen. Okay, so let's thank all of the distinguished students who have accepted these awards. Now, I'd like to ask Professor Art Hacker and Professor Norberto Nardi to join me at the podium. Gentlemen, welcome. Each year, an award is given recognizing an outstanding faculty member. This year, I am pleased to designate both Professor Art Hacker and Professor Norberto Nardi as the recipients of the 2010 Dean's Award for Outstanding Faculty. First, let me say a word about Arthur Hacker. Professor Arthur Hacker has been one of the most dedicated faculty members in the Department of Architecture and our College of Environmental Design, serving from his initial appointment in 1978 until his retirement this year. During that time, Professor Hacker has provided excellent leadership in diverse roles in the architecture department, including 3 occasions as the graduate coordinator and also as the former associate dean of the college. He was instrumental in developing and continually improving departmental courses on architectural history and theory, including innovative design studio instruction, and developing and leading 5 European architecture history study tours. Professor Hacker was instrumental in acquiring a lottery grant that enabled the digitization of thousands of architectural slide photographs in the Visual Resource Library. Professor Hacker also has dedication to improving the quality of Cal Poly students and faculty campus life by participating in several campus committees, enabling students to become successful professionals and conscientious citizens. Perhaps the most physical manifestation of Professor Hacker's commitment to a well-rounded education in architecture is his donation of books and other documents, adding up to an estimated value of $20,000. You can find these books in the ENV Resource Center in Building 7. So now let me present him with a physical symbol of our appreciation to Professor Arthur Hacker. Next, Professor Norberto Nardi, AIA, joined the faculty at the California State Polytechnic University, Pomona in 1989 after teaching as an associate professor in architecture at Tulane University and other teaching positions in his home country of Argentina. He holds bachelor's and master's degree in architecture from the National University of Cordoba, Argentina, master's in urban design from Columbia University, and a diploma in advanced urban design from the Architectural Association in London. Professor Nardi has focused much of his expertise in the area of urban design and was the founder of the Cal Poly Pomona Outreach Community Center for Urban Research, or OCUR. OCUR provided a unique opportunity for design students to gain hands-on experience working on urban projects in the off-campus interdisciplinary facility. He was a leader in the college faculty in recognizing the benefits of interdisciplinary research, teaching, and practice. Professor Nardi was responsible for developing the Latin American portion of the architecture curriculum. A licensed architect in California, Louisiana, Argentina, and China, Professor Nardi has been a practicing architect for more than 40 years. His personal dedication has given life to amazing ideas and learning opportunities for our students. Please join with me in recognizing Professor Norberto Nardi. Thank you, Professor Hacker and Professor Nardi. Now I will call upon Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Martin Denboer, to present the candidates for the master's degrees. Provost Denboer.
Thank you. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Architecture, Master of Landscape Architecture, Master of Science in Regenerative Studies, and Master of Urban and Regional Planning please rise? President Ortiz, I present to you the 2010 candidates for the Master of Architecture, Master of Landscape Architecture, Master of Science in Regenerative Studies, and Master of Urban and Regional Planning degrees. These candidates have all completed the requirements for the master's degree as prescribed by the State of California and the trustees of the California State University, and they have been recommended by the faculty of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona.
Candidates for the master's degree, you have heard the recommendation of the faculty of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. By the authority vested in me as president, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Architecture, Master of Landscape Architecture, Master of Science in Regenerative Studies, and Master of Urban and Regional Planning, with all the rights, honors, and opportunities appertaining thereto. Congratulations. Please be seated until you're directed to the stage to receive your master's hood.
As we proceed through the march of the graduates, each graduate will have a photo taken by the professional photographers, and each graduate who turns in a photographer's card at the reader table will receive a proof of the photograph. Ushers, please take your positions to help direct the candidates. Will the candidates for the master's degree please rise? Each candidate should approach the stage as directed by the ushers with your hood folded over your left arm, stop at the reader table, proceed to the platform to receive your diploma cover and be hooded, and then recess down the center ramp and back to your seat again as directed by the ushers.
We will now begin the hooding of the Masters of Architecture graduate. Will the architecture faculty who will be doing the hooding please come to the stage, and will the remaining architecture faculty form a line at the bottom of the ramp to greet the new graduates. And you're,
Min Jiang Guan,
it's,
Charles Joseph Campanella, Nina Chu, Dawn Diane White, Elena Brogan, Annie Ung Kyung Kim,
Paul Vu,
Justin John Cullimore,
Jeremiah Luke Haynes, Samantha Jean Poehler. Taylor Goodrich. Kimberly Nicole Black. Yasmin Lozano. Cynthia Ann Harris. Jody Antivola.
We will now begin the hooding of Master of Landscape Architecture graduates. Will the landscape architecture faculty who will be doing the hooding please come to the stage, and will the remaining landscape architecture faculty form a line at the bottom of the ramp to greet the new graduates? Come. Where are they? Will the landscape architecture students proceed?
Scott Jason Andrews. Karen Cheng.
Gauri Joshi.
April Garbat.
Superna Data Mehta.
April Catherine Mashburn.
Rajan Brown.
Katie Mae McNeil.
Kyle Bo McEnroe.
Marilee Ann Atkinson.
Scott Craig Goodman.
Isaac Formeller.
Nisreen Azar.
We will now begin the hooding of the Masters of Science in Regenerative Studies. Will the Regenerative Studies faculty who will be doing the hooding please come to the stage, and will the remaining Regenerative Studies faculty form a line at the bottom of the ramp to greet the new graduates? The graduates may proceed.
Eric Valentin Isert Carbernier. Michelle Ann McFadden. Eric Zentmeyer. Alana Rivadenera. Carolyn Jane Lokalani Laprade.
We will now begin the hooding of the Masters of Urban and Regional Planning graduates. Will the Urban and Regional Planning faculty who will be doing the hooding please come to the stage? And will the remaining Urban and Regional Planning faculty form a line at the bottom of the ramp to greet the new graduates? The graduates may proceed.
Silva Hagopian Madrosian. Ernesto Adrian Sanchez.
Julie Leung.
Megan Ann Whalen.
Nathan C. Baird.
Hamilton Benson Underwood III.
Layla N. Ibrahim.
Nidia Yvette Garcia.
Rahi Goganfar.
John Rodriguez.
Fernando Villalba.
Mina Ruhi.
Caro Torosian.
Elena Rosa Chang. Melissa Lidiette Viramontes.
Sean Thomas McPherson.
Emmanuel Higgins.
Alex Timothy Campbell.
Michael Roberts. William Allen Jefferson.
Carolyn Abulag Maraldo.
Renee Elaine Van Staveren.
Edlin Amarili Roque.
James Russell Combs.
We have completed the hooding of this year's graduates of master degree programs. Let us congratulate them.
Now, will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Architecture, Bachelor of Art, Bachelor of Fine Art in Graphic Design, Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture, and Bachelor of Urban and Regional Planning, please rise. Please rise. President Ortiz, I present to you the 2010 candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the College of Environmental Design. These candidates have completed the requirements for the baccalaureate degree as prescribed by the state of California and the trustees of the California State University, and they have been recommended for their degrees by the faculty of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona.
Candidates for the baccalaureate degree. You have heard the recommendation of the faculty of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. By the authority vested in me as president, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Architecture, Bachelor of Art, Bachelor of Fine Art in Graphic Design, Bachelor of Science in Landscape Architecture, and Bachelor of Urban and Regional Planning, with all the rights, honors, and opportunities appertaining thereto. Congratulations. In academic tradition, the student who has not yet earned a degree wears the tassel on the mortarboard on the right side. When the degree is conferred, the scholar moves the tassel to the left and joins the select company. In recognition of your new status, will all the recipients of the baccalaureate degree move the tassel to the left?
To the class of 2010, I commend you for your effort and accomplishments. Please be seated until you are directed to the stage to receive your diploma cover.
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree of architecture please come forward, and will the department chair and presenters please join us on stage? The architecture students may proceed. Graduates. Architecture graduates, thank you.
Alan Thong. Ehsan Misgali. Owen Liu. Olive D. Catherine Park. Aaron Yoonji Jeong. Yubi Han. Kelly Elisa Rostovsky-Seguini. Alvin Young Ban. Gail Marie Smith. Ileana E. Colettes, Kellogg Scholar. Erin Nunez Batumbakal. Marvi Leah Mazo.
Nika Imani.
Hector Jose Romero.
Jacqueline Marlene Hilo, cum laude.
Luis David Cuevas.
Matthew Allen Hucker, cum laude.
Julian Nin Liang.
Paul Robert Krust.
David Castro.
Omid Shayan Arvin, cum laude.
Jonathan Eng, cum laude.
Gregory Lajimi, cum laude.
Catherine Lynn Van Horn.
Luis Alonso Torres.
Kimberly Jensen.
Jenny Archila.
Vera Elizabeth Louie, Kellogg Scholar.
Kelly Robin Felker, summa cum laude.
Bridget S. Flecky, Kellogg Scholar.
Edward Sukjung Kang.
Amanda Michelle Schluter.
Quang Tran.
Derek Rungsi.
Zachary Benjamin Noguera.
Anto Antonio Adam.
Jaime Vejar.
Ashley Marie Stevens, cum laude.
Christian Isidro.
Judy Vega.
Cindy Emily Monge.
Luis May Muñoz de Villa.
Hector Gonzalez.
Alexandra Agnes Hernandez, cum laude.
Justin Page Wood.
Sarah Hovsepian, magna cum laude.
Aaron Adilio Borja.
Quinn B. Dang.
Stephen Matthew Toyoshima.
Marlon Alvarez.
Joey Lamb.
Leonardo Fred Micolta Diaz, Kellogg Scholar, cum laude.
Jackie Lou Favela.
Mark Alejandro Tanabe.
Rochelle Favis.
Yen Jia Vo.
Calvin Philip Mensonitis, cum laude.
Marissa Lynn Buckman.
Beryl V. Lopez, cum laude.
Anita Jen.
Victor Laura. Jorge Antonio Medrano. Sarah Ruth Laurie Buck. Sean Wynn. Paul Shee. Trifon S. Metodiev. Martin Ramon Cerna. Luis Torres. Daniel Thomas Pennick. Emily Swenson Tragish, cum laude. Jambor Laszlo Nudge. Oleg Gregory Mikhailik. John H. Barlow.
This concludes the presentation of the Bachelor's in Architecture candidates. will the candidates for the bachelor's degree in art and the Bachelor of Fine Art in Graphic Design please come forward? And will the department chair and presenters please join us on stage? The candidates may proceed.
Ken Hu. Robin Ann Martin. Clarissa Lauren Valdez, cum laude.
Bonnie Chow.
Cindy Edlin Perez.
Ashley Diane Michioka.
Yuki Asae.
Carly Jill Clark.
Barry Neal Pike III.
Laura Jessica Garcia Ortega.
Amber Michelle McGregor.
Annie J. Yao.
Mitch de Guzman.
Michael Kevin Holmes, summa cum laude.
Renee Leslie Pavone.
Carolyn Janelle Rosso.
Cindy Quach.
Jessica Amanda Ratig.
Jasmine Alicia Wynn.
Diana Mendoza.
Michael Zimbali Valoria.
Naomi R. Favela.
Daniel Scott Hansen. Pedro Pablo Martinez.
Mose Alice Zamexon Rios.
Ashley Wendell Hyde.
Alexander Valbuena.
Joelle Catherine Stelzner.
Brian Cicada.
Jean Marie Leonard.
Luis Canales Robb.
Erica Lee Love.
Jennifer Marcella McDermott.
Emile Latroy Ingram. David Stewart Wade.
Marlon Aragon.
Benjamin Ramon Madrid.
Anne Marie Aquino Anabesa.
Brian Edward Regazzi.
Corey L. Valencia.
David Allen Bledsoe, cum laude.
Giovanni Olguin.
Andrew Mark Lambert.
Stephanie Ignacio.
Johnny Brandon Randall III.
Maria Alejandra Diaz.
Zachary Tyler Pipemayer.
Karen Christine Jaime.
Melody and Denise Kearns.
Ramina Elizabeth Gonzalez.
Pepito Ruelas Lazo Jr.
Robin Nicole Caravona.
Andrew Jameson Hall.
Eugene Louis Amo.
Catherine Jennifer Carmichael.
Manuel Armando Martinez.
Bu Chi Lin. Xiao Kang Pang.
Tony Fan. Ryan Fong.
Stephanie Gov.
Jennifer Ara Ko.
Zeman Lee. Amy Chang.
Carol Huang.
Kuiming Kiki Chen.
Junsi Bunny Zhu.
Candice Kang King Lau.
Ronald Wenjo Liang, magna cum laude.
Shin Lin.
Victor Kai Kwan Liang.
Jonathan H. Tran.
Alexandra Lynette Preston.
Nicholas Moore Lombardo.
Tommy Lira Jr.
Ivan Yang.
Kevin Timothy Ham.
Eric Curtis Sorensen. Cornelis Aldi, summa cum laude.
Sergio Eduardo Estrada, cum laude.
Martin Liu.
Caesar Deanda. John C. Welty. Brenda Benitez. Gada Henry. Marina Gabor. Clara Shoker.
Patrick David Kavanaugh. Carrie Ann McDonald, cum laude. Taemin Kim. Bjorn Lee. Kathleen T. Sy, magna cum laude. Leanne Beloli, cum laude.
This concludes the presentation of Bachelor's in Art and the Bachelor's in Fine Arts in Graphic Design candidates. Will the candidates for the Bachelor's of Science in Landscape Architecture please come forward? And will the department chair and presenters please join us on stage? Will the candidates please proceed?
Shannon Michelle Noel.
Andrew Stinian.
Jason Wan.
Christopher Hagen.
Olga Anahi Cervantes, magna cum laude.
Ramisha Nicole Boyer.
Yaneli Hernandez.
Susan Lee.
Wewante Delight Kang.
Alexander Kakal Yuchang Chen Jr.
Angela Tai Tran.
Clarissa Y. Chung, cum laude.
Helen Liu.
Ross Murray Woodley, summa cum laude.
Veronica Ortiz.
Armand Noshadian.
Amber Nicole Segura.
Gerard David Clausen.
Christopher Joseph Camarillo.
Bryce Chabadi.
Kristen Joy Norell.
Joseph Gallardo.
Miguel A. Martinez.
Kristen Elizabeth Hoyt.
Michael S. Oguro.
Richard Arthur Rios.
David Shang Yang Lin.
Cecil Acosta Lockie II.
Carlos Gutierrez Rodriguez Jr.
Scott Allen Keatsman.
Gary Pong.
Michael Bradley Melanson.
Sharon Adorbehe.
Jorge Patino.
Candice Sin.
William David Raff.
Stephen Liao.
Victor Rodriguez.
Ken Lee.
Mariam Nouri.
Dae Hyun Han.
Amal Sadeki. Richard Alonso Ramirez.
Mitzi Astrid Orozco.
Marlena Lynn Harrison.
Jennifer Medina.
Caleb Jose Mejia.
Luis David Isiorde, cum laude.
Anthony Magno Palmas.
Carrie Ann McDonald.
Jose Manuel Perez.
Patrick David Kavanaugh. Bjorn Lee. Kathleen Tsai. Leanne Beloli.
This concludes the presentation of the Bachelors of Science in Landscape Architecture candidates. Will the candidates for the Bachelors in Urban and Regional Planning please come forward? And will the department chair and the presenters please join us on stage? Very good. Will the candidates please proceed?
Chinmay Asuk Kumar Patel.
Jason Victor Notowitz.
Ryan Sudaryanto Ma, cum laude.
Stephen Eugene Froshin, summa cum laude.
Chi Linda Liu.
Ruben David Alvarado.
Ivan De Jesus Orozco.
Baruch Kabata. Johnny Vongdian.
Narina Shahinian, Kellogg Scholar.
Dasuni Pereira.
Anali Garakani.
Christopher Allen Marshock.
Rosalie Veda Siebel Tadeo.
Joshua Scott Allen.
Jimmy Lee.
Ian Ing Thayer.
Christopher James Hassler.
Dana Louise Davidson, cum laude.
Linda Liu.
Crystal Ann Marquez.
Jerome Costello Joaquin.
Christine McBride Ga. Jennifer Florane Fortuna, cum laude.
Jeannie Eileen Tadeo Aguilo.
Marilyn Bonus.
Jihad Yusuf Othman.
Melinda Louise Ramey.
George William Ook.
Matthew Paris Neville.
Rodney John Lasiste Danao.
Philip Michael Sims.
Princess Elaine Dulay.
Megan Imami.
Rafaela Paredes, summa cum laude.
Pamela Maurice Murad.
Christina Margarita Bustamante.
Steve Morales Garcia.
Siham Safi Saeed.
Derek Lauren Jasmine.
Faji Ahmed.
TJ Frank Suwansawet.
V. Du Tran.
Vincent Paul Ramasola Acuna, cum laude.
Jose L. Merlan.
Daniel Armando Guerra.
Alex Martin Heath, cum laude.
Joel Paloma Julve.
Danielle Amber Rugged.
Sunaina Miriam George. Brooklyn Therese Fry. Jennifer Freitas Rodriguez. Luis C. Pina. Efren Gutierrez. David Anthony Schlegel. Woo!
This concludes the presentation of the Bachelor's in Urban and Regional Planning candidates.
Provost Denboer, you didn't tell me when I was hired that it was necessary to have the stamina to shake hundreds of hands at a time.
As a politician, you should be good at that.
But kissing babies also? Okay. Now, will the entire class of 2010 please rise? Audience, please join me in congratulating the College of Environmental Design class of 2010. Okay, now comes the time to say thanks. First, I want to convey my personal thanks to two women who have played important roles here in the college during my first year as dean. First, our interim associate dean, Sarah Meyer, who you saw earlier in tonight's program, came up and handed me a note when I lost my place in the page. On more than one occasion, Sarah has saved my bacon, whether it was trying to demystify the budget or trying to deal with challenges from the fire marshal at the IDC. So please join with me in giving a hand to our interim associate dean, who is going to be going back to teaching at the art department, Sarah Meyer. Thank you, Sarah. Second, I want to say a word about Elsie Considine, who is my assistant in the dean's office, but more important for tonight, Elsie was the coordinator for our college for this commencement ceremony, and the fact that it's gone off so swiftly and smoothly means that we need to recognize the contributions of Elsie Considine. Where's Elsie? Around, there she is. Thank you, Elsie. Now, continuing in our words of thanks, all of us here owe a debt of gratitude to the parents, husbands, wives, partners, and other significant family members and friends who have encouraged and in many ways sacrificed to make it possible for these graduates to come to the university and to complete their degrees. We salute them and we ask Husbands, parents, wives, partners, and other significant families and friends, please rise so we can thank you. Thank you. Now, as you leave the campus tonight, you will be beginning new lives. I ask that you reflect upon the changes you've experienced as a student here in the College of Environmental Design. You've gained knowledge, maturity, and many friends, and some of you have actually gotten jobs. You've gained knowledge, maturity, and many friends. As you pursue your careers and your lives, I ask that you always set high standards and remember to share your abundance with others. We ask that members of the audience remain seated during the recessional. At the conclusion of the faculty recessional, our 2010 commencement will be formally concluded. The college is hosting a reception for architecture at the Interim Design Center. So for all of you, thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you.